Imagine being thousands of feet in the air, and suddenly, disaster strikes. Aviation accidents can change lives in an instant. Today, we'll explore India's worst plane crashes. We'll focus on Air India Flight 171, Flight 182, and the tragic Charki-Dadri mid-air collision. Let's begin with the background. Understanding these accidents helps us learn and improve safety. India has faced several aircraft disasters, with profound impacts. Each incident left a significant mark on aviation history. First, we delve into Air India Flight 171. In January 2006, this flight crashed during its approach to the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport. The plane was an Airbus A320. Poor weather conditions worsened the situation. The flight encountered heavy fog and rain during landing. Next, we turn to Air India Flight 182. This flight was a Boeing 747 that met catastrophe in June 1985. It was en route to London from Montreal. A bomb exploded mid-air, leading to the plane's tragic demise. The crash resulted in the loss of 329 lives. This incident remains one of the deadliest in aviation history. Now, let's discuss the Charki-Dadri mid-air collision. In November 1996, two planes collided near Charki-Dadri. One was a Soviet-made aircraft, the other was an Air India flight. The collision occurred due to miscommunication between air traffic control and the pilots. Unfortunately, 349 people perished in this devastating accident. These incidents point to critical safety issues. They emphasize the importance of communication and weather considerations in aviation. Regulations and protocols must be rigorously followed to avoid disasters. Lives depend on effective safety measures and training. To sum up, aviation accidents teach us valuable lessons. Air India Flight 171, Flight 182, and the Charki-Dadri collision profoundly impacted aviation safety in India. Recognizing these tragedies helps improve future air travel. Now that you've learned about these events, stay informed. Subscribe for more insights on aviation safety and history. Your awareness today could prevent future tragedies. Amidst the clouds, each flight is a promise of arrival, yet these tragedies serve as stark reminders of the risks involved. As we dissect these incidents, it's essential to recognize the human stories behind the statistics, the families forever altered by loss, and the tireless efforts of those who strive to make flying safer. Each of these accidents sparked investigations and changes in regulations, aiming to safeguard the aviation industry for future generations. In the aftermath of these disasters, exhaustive investigations were launched. Experts meticulously analyzed every detail, interviewing witnesses and reviewing cockpit recordings, striving to uncover the underlying causes. The devastating consequences of these incidents revealed crucial flaws in safety protocols that needed urgent attention. As families mourned their loved ones, they also sought accountability, pushing for systemic changes that would usher in a new era of airline safety. In January 2006, as Air India Flight 171 made its descent, the crew's confidence began to wane amid the thickening fog. Despite their training, the relentless downpour obscured visibility, making precise navigation increasingly difficult. The pilot communicated his concerns to air traffic control, illuminating the urgency of the situation. Ground personnel advised them to divert but, aiming for safety, they pressed on to land, unaware of the impending tragedy that loomed in the shadows. Each second became a battle against nature's fury, as the crew worked tirelessly to stabilize the aircraft. Unfortunately, fate had different plans in store that day. As the aircraft hurtled toward the runway, every inch of altitude lost felt like a heartbeat ticking away. Suddenly, the sound of alarms filled the cockpit, jolting the crew into a heightened state of alert. The visibility was nearly zero, and the relentless sheets of rain blurred any remaining cues for a safe landing. Panic surged through the cabin, passengers unaware of the grave danger, trusting their flight crew to navigate the treacherous conditions. Desperation replaced determination as the pilot made one last attempt to reach solid ground, knowing that their choices in these critical moments would resonate far beyond the limits of the aircraft. Now, as the wheels made contact with the slick runway, there was a brief moment of hope, but it quickly dissipated when the aircraft hydroplaned. The vibrations pulsed through the cabin, and a chilling stillness enveloped the passengers. Just as quickly, the aircraft veered off course, crashing violently into the nearby terrain. Moments later, darkness consumed the scene, leaving behind only haunting echoes of what had transpired. In June 1985, the skies above the Atlantic became a theater of horror as Air India Flight 182 met an unimaginable fate. The bomb's detonation tore through the aircraft, shattering lives and leaving devastation in its wake, unearthing the harsh realities of terrorism. Passengers aboard, each with dreams and destinations, were instantly transformed into tragic statistics as the world watched in disbelief. Through remembrance and reflection, we honor those lost in these tragedies and strive to ensure that their stories lead to significant advancements in aviation safety, fostering a collective commitment to safeguarding lives for generations to come. As the world slowly came to grips with the aftermath of Air India Flight 182, authorities launched an extensive investigation to determine the terrorists behind the tragic bombing. The incident not only galvanized national security measures but also sparked conversations on the need for international cooperation in combating terrorism. Families of the victims sought justice, their grief fueling a quest for accountability that transcended borders. In the years that followed, memorials were erected in honor of those lost, ensuring that their memories would never fade amidst the passage of time. Airline security protocols transformed, leading to significant advancements in screening and passenger safety measures worldwide. While these tragedies stained the history of Indian aviation, they also became catalysts for monumental change. As investigators pieced together evidence, the gaps in safety procedures and communication were laid bare, prompting agencies to reevaluate their protocols. With a newfound urgency, aviation authorities prioritized the implementation of comprehensive training programs for pilots and air traffic controllers, determined to prevent such catastrophic occurrences from recurring. Despite the pains of these catastrophes, the air travel industry gradually emerged stronger, integrating lessons learned from the shadows of tragedy. Today, the landscape of aviation safety is shaped by the steadfast commitment to vigilance and continuous improvement, with regulations now meticulously designed to prioritize passenger safety above all. Each flight undertaken today carries with it the weight of history, a promise that the legacies of those lost will not be in vain but serve as guiding lights in the pursuit of excellence in air travel. This unwavering resolve ensures that every precaution is taken to prevent future heartaches, as the promise of flight continues to soar across the skies. In the wake of the Charki-Dadri mid-air collision, the aviation community was shaken to its core, as the loss of 349 lives became a stark reminder of the critical need for clear communication among pilots and air traffic control. Investigators meticulously studied the events leading up to the disaster, revealing a web of miscommunication and procedural failures that ultimately contributed to the tragic outcome. The investigation underscored the urgent necessity to enhance the systems and protocols governing airspace management, and laid the groundwork for significant reforms in training for air traffic controllers. With the realization that a single voice error could have catastrophic consequences, regulatory bodies established comprehensive measures to ensure that communication procedures were standardized and rigorously practiced. The human cost of this catastrophe forged a renewed dedication to prioritize aviation safety, setting an example that rippled through the global aviation industry. Communities of families who lost loved ones united to advocate for these changes, turning their sorrow into a collective force for positive transformation in the field of aviation. In the wake of these catastrophic events, the aviation industry was compelled to grapple with the hard truths of its operations. It became evident that robust protocols and adherence to regulations were no longer optional, they were essential to preserving safety in the skies. As the investigations uncovered flaws, the voices of the affected families reverberated throughout the industry. Desperate for change, they rallied together to ensure their loved ones' stories were not forgotten, becoming advocates for reform. Through their efforts, the narrative shifted from one of sorrow to one of advocacy, pushing for systemic enhancements and greater transparency. As aviation safety transformed in response to tragedy, communities strengthened their resolve, promising to honor those lost by building a safer future where the skies could once again be trusted. Ultimately, the legacies of these incidents continue to shape aviation practices today. As the world looks back on these heart-wrenching incidents, it's pivotal to remember that each crash represents countless lives intertwined with hope and dreams. The progress achieved in aviation safety is a testament to the resilience of those affected and the unwavering commitment to learning from past mistakes. Through these stories of tragedy, we find a call to action, urging both individuals and organizations to strive for safer skies relentlessly. The pursuit of excellence in aviation continues to evolve, ensuring that each flight taken today honors the legacies of the past while keeping the promise of a safer future. In a world still reeling from the echoes of these tragedies, the aviation community remains steadfast in its mission to prioritize safety above all else. Each accident carved a somber reminder in the fabric of aviation, urging relentless vigilance and the implementation of advanced technologies designed to enhance operational safety. Groundbreaking improvements in safety protocols have emerged from these calamities, instilling a culture of accountability that extends beyond borders. Airlines and regulatory bodies now share a commitment to constant evolution, integrating lessons learned into every flight plan, procedure, and training session. As we move forward, let us remain vigilant stewards of the skies, honoring the memories of those lost by ensuring that the legacies of these tragic events catalyze meaningful change. As we reflect on the lessons learned from these catastrophic events, it's crucial to recognize that the stories of those who perished resonate far beyond statistics. Each life lost in these tragedies serves as a catalyst for a commitment to transform aviation safety, reminding us of the importance of ongoing vigilance and continuous improvement in every aspect of air travel. Through this dedication, we honor their memories while striving to create a future where such heartbreak is prevented, ensuring that the skies can once again be trusted for generations to come. In the heart of this commitment lies a vow to prioritize safety and to embrace progress in the aviation industry. Each advancement, whether in technology, protocol, or human training, stands as a tribute to those who lost their lives in these harrowing incidents. The pursuit of excellence in aviation demands our collective vigilance and dedication, ensuring that every flight is not just a journey but also a promise kept. By honoring the past through our actions, we lay the foundation for a future where safety is paramount and the legacies of those we remember are woven into the very fabric of air travel. Together, let's strive for skies that reflect the lessons learned, where hope triumphs over despair and preparation ensures a safer tomorrow. As we continue to reflect on the profound impact of these tragedies, let us not forget the lives forever changed. The families of those lost transformed their grief into advocacy, playing an essential role in pushing for stricter regulations and improved safety measures. Each voice added to a collective effort, demanding accountability and ensuring that such accidents would not fade into memory without significant change. These campaigns for reform enriched the aviation landscape, creating a continuous legacy of heightened awareness and commitment to safety. Together, we commemorate those who perished and honor their stories through meaningful progress. As we navigate the complexities of air travel today, let us remain steadfast in our resolve to prioritize safety and innovation, ensuring that the memories of those we lost continue to inspire vigilance and reform in the aviation industry. Their legacies demand that we always strive for a safe